Hi, I'm Margaret Claire. I've been channeling messages of the Divine Feminine, the Mothers, for the last 30 years. Here is today's message. Dear ones, this is Margaret Claire Jacobs, and this is the recording for our December newsletter video that we are now instituting on a regular basis. I am delighted to be part of this amazing time of transition, and I'm so grateful for all the opportunities, all of the continued amazing support that I certainly am feeling from all who listen and all who participate. And so I want to bring through the mothers, and I'm going to bring over my Clyde. Clyde is the celestial light body yielding DNA evolution. Clyde is an Andara from a place called Lemuria long ago. Clyde is filled with air bubbles, and this is molten glass, and it's before the time of Atlantis, but these beings have come back to assist us and to bring forward messages of joy, messages of change that leads to even greater joy. And so let us begin. Horarara istemero te kuam. Mawahasam ya today kua. Bararari kumya samietu tu. Bor kua samiatu today. And so we come, the mothers now, to send you love and light that all unfold in gracious light and joy. We love you so, we stay with you, we bring you hope and gather you. Find all who dwell within their heart, for in that way you are as one. And so, we the mothers come at this time where so much is happening. The energies have been profound and awaken each one into a new understanding, a new determination of love and light, a new time in which each one is growing. Yes, there are challenges. Yes, there is much fear. But remember, as this one has said, false evidence appearing real. And many may say, well, that's all well and good for you who have whatever you seem to need. But we who are perhaps feeling the separation, the fear, and on a daily basis may struggle with great stress. How do you answer us? And we say to you, shift where you focus, shift each day with some aspect that is hopeful. Walk on the earth. Notice the change of seasons. Notice the air on your skin. Notice the leaves at this time that is into the death of the old as it morphs, changes. This is the time that the seeds of the spring are beginning their process of change. We hold you each to uplift you. The time of pain and suffering, the time that has been for millenniums, is changing. And is there not a saying that just before the dawn is the darkest part of the night? And we remind you of that. For the darkness that you feel around you, we cannot deny that there are presents that are separated, but that is because they forgot that they are also part of love. When separation becomes a way, a contagion, a sense of right and wrong, I hold the right, therefore I get to dictate, I get to be in some manner over you. And we say to you, that time is changing. And those who are perhaps in power or see things from that lens of not enough are now seeming to make great change, great shift. But remember, all is for purpose. There is so much more occurring than can be understood. There is so much more that needs a gentle reminder of the heart. When the mind is swirling, it's very hard to have any sense of faith, trust, belief. And when the emotions are stirred by all that seems to be coming at you, it is hard to remember the simple tools: toning, humming, making a sound that sets you free. Before you get out of bed in the morning, set your intention for the day. You have a team of angels, guides, masters, teachers. You have the dragons. You have the archangels. You have the mothers. All of us are here for you. And because of free will, which is another topic we will go into, you must ask. And as this one often does, ask that it occur even when she is caught up in something, too unaware to ask even. We say to you, we love you deeply. We are here to assist. We are here to bring about this transition that allows all to go into freedom. The heart awakening that is occurring now for billions on the planet is a removal, as Diana Cooper states, of the blindfolds that have been placed over many during this lifetime. In that way, they feel their presence, they feel their divine love, which is a new experience. For those of you who have been on the journey for a while, you have many tools in your pocket, and it is the simplest, easy ones to remember. Your peace is yours. No one can take that away unless you give it to them. And that is not always easy. This one has been through many, many different aspects, many scenarios where the intensity of the fear was so great. And in that moment, she knew she could either go down the rabbit hole of fear or make a decision to accompany the fear, to embrace it in love, to tone, to break the old connection that immobilizes. In that manner, each one is able to restore the heart-brain balance. The brain is an amazing tool and is needed. The ego is a part of us as human beings, but it is the balance that is needed to be created. And that is what you are developing, the heart-mind balance, so that your heart, in compassionate love for yourself and for all, allows you to stand in your truth, in your strength, in your trust, in your faith. Each one is walking through what may feel like a minefield, never knowing when you put your foot down. And yet, in order to move forward, each one has to trust that that which is occurring is stretching, changing. Much of the work that each one is responsible for is self-love. There are many pieces that we are releasing, old dynamics from the many, many lifetimes. Much of what is happening are such ingrained beliefs that we do not even know they are present. As this one went through a health journey not too long ago, there was a realization that work that had occurred earlier in the summer in France was a continuation of the work now, and that the heart was undergoing a shift and change, and it created a physical aspect. And the question that was raised is, what do I believe? How do I carry this? Can I share it? Or do I become dependent only on the medical? We need both, and we need them in balance. More and more people are discovering how that can assist them. All of the aspects of holistic, gathering together, all the wisdom of the various times, ages, healing modalities, including allopathic, traditional. Remember, as you are making your choices, run it through the heart. Does it feel peaceful, or as peaceful as you can get in the midst of sometimes a crisis? You do what you need to do to take care of all with wisdom. These are simple aspects that often feel so far away from the day to day. And yet we say to you, breathe, hum. There are many who would consider what this one does with toning to be an extreme and beyond their ability, or they feel very foolish doing it. And this one has been doing it for almost 30 years. So it is an ingrained aspect of her toolbox. But what do you have for yours that breaks the cycle of the fear? Because when you tone, when you create a sound within your own voice, you are releasing your chakra. You are releasing your ability to speak in your truth for you. The toning in the car, in the shower, outside, at the ocean, no one can hear over that. But these are all a continuum in different ways. And what it does is it breaks the cycle of fear, because you cannot be singing, humming, and have fear be so locked in, your voice won't work. So use your intention. Use the tools you know in order to be able to move out of the stuck place, the fear-based terror that can build the anxiety based on all the truths that the outside world tells you. And what your inside world frequently says is true. Stop, breathe, hum, tone, sing. It is more than just listening to music, because you want to resonate within you those vibrations that uplift. All of the emotions have an energy, a vibration. What you are doing is shifting that vibration, fear, anger, guilt, shame, and all of the more, we might consider them negative, but it's more a continuum on a spectrum. The lower keys on the piano aren't worse or better than the upper keys on the piano. They're just part of the whole. So the lower keys, those emotions that take you into the depths, can be shifted without having to go into them in depth by humming, by singing, by crying, by screaming, by toning. Whatever label you want to give it, it is a tool. What it does is it breaks the mind's control, that you begin to empower yourself, because that is your truth. You are a witness to this change. This is how we transmute. We use various words, dear one, that have such strong meanings. This is your sovereignty. When you make a choice that is about caring for you in self-love, that is sovereignty. That is breaking an old cycle. There is so much more that we can share with you when you are open and allow us to assist. Insights occur. The energies are very strong now to allow more light into us, even as the outside looks darker, even as we hold these various states of fear. One of the powers, one of the abilities you have is to co-create something different. And if you are stuck in a scenario of it's or this or that, ask your angels and guides to create a third, fourth, fifth solution. Trust, watch, see what happens. Give yourself some space of being. We are in a world that is doing, pushing, getting ready for holidays. All of these aspects are a part of the journey. We of the divine feminine come in even larger numbers than ever, that we might help co-create with this time and intensity the balance that is needed to transmute, to change what has been the power over structure, that it not have these reverberating waves of negativity that impact on so many we are afraid of, we are afraid for. What we say to you is this: go inside and envision the brightest sun, a day at the beach or the mountains, or some place in which you felt totally cared for, some aspect of love, a child, a person in your life that you're deeply connected to. In this way, you are using your mind with the heart in remembrance. It is not a time for fighting, opposing. You will know when you must stand up and speak truth. You will know, as long as you listen to the heart. It is not about hiding in the sand or taking a Pollyannish view. In fact, it takes more courage and strength to stand in the belief that all are one and to send love from the compassionate heart to all those who need to be in this time comforted, as well as those whom you may see as the antagonists of this journey. Send love and light to them. They are part of moving into this time. They are part of the overall significance of this journey. Can we stay in our peace, our love, and therefore in the heart resonance, which is so powerful, it sends its love out into the world. And this is what changes individuals and then the larger picture. Remember, your brothers and sisters from the many planetary streams are also here. They are working with us. They are a part of the bigger journey. Be in peace. This is our preparation for solstice, the opening. There are some who state that by solstice, we will have reached a tipping point of 50% of those awakened on the planet. Be part of that to support the journey, the wavelength of love. We call in the dragons, Archangel Michael and the deep blue dragons, that they honor, care for, protect, and allow for yourselves and your families, for miles and miles around you, wherever you go, that you are held in a protective love, that you are cared for, that when you trust, you also begin to manifest whatever is needed in your life. There are many who can state various aspects of this generosity that is already yours. It's not from someone, it's from you. You are co-creating it. This is part of your power. When everything is in balance and the ego is not running the show, then we say to you, you stand in your power in such a loving manner, it shines through you. It allows you to walk through any situation cared for and protected. But you must do the work of loving yourself, of finding your way. This is not a journey that can be done alone. For the mind can conceive of various scenarios and trap you in various parts of old storylines. We are rewriting them, so we are not victims. We are claiming our power and standing in truth and love. We will celebrate on the 19th of December. In this time, we call you together to honor the solstice, and in that way, to bring about that which is for the greatest good of all: peace, harmony, love, joy, balance, sovereignty, joy, joy, joy. Know that you are loved, and we remain with you. We of the mothers stand with you, our arms around you now, that you may know and trust yourself and live the joy you are. For in this time we walk with you. We, the mothers, are also here to help create a balance between the masculine and the feminine. This is not a power over of the feminine to sway and change what has been of such imbalance in the old manner, but rather to elicit within each one their own feminine and masculine journey that they may meet in their powerful entwinement. For each one carries these energies, these ways of being. Let us honor that. Know that all is being moved forward in the harmony. Send divine love around the world when you hear of some difficulty, some disaster, some war, some peace, some disharmony. For when you stand in your power and send love, you create a field of love for all, and solutions can present in ways that you could never foresee. We remind you of the great love that you are, and we welcome each one closer into our embrace. Peace be with you. Thank you.